Hey, what's up, everybody? And welcome back to Shop Talk with Dr. Harley. That's right. It's Shop Talk with Dr. Harley. I got a few things I like to cover with everybody, and I have an announcement to make to my schedule for this coming season. So, give me a minute, Eric. All right. So, here we have it, everybody. First thing I like to discuss, which is on everybody's mind, that comes up a lot here in the garage, which is, hey, if I do this or if I do that, I'm going to void my warranty. Well, I got the letter from Harley-Davidson Corporate with my 22 Road Glide and my 20 Lowrider S, and I'm going to break it down Barney style. The big thing that I got out of that letter and confirmed with a lot of people is you can use any aftermarket part you want. You could take your bike and have it serviced anywhere you want under the Right to Service Act. And what does that mean? Which means is you could go to any place you want to service your bike or do any work to your bike that you want without having to worry about voiding a warranty. With that, I'm going to tell you, keep your receipts. Now, if I do your service for you, still on the warranty or not, I'm going to give you the checklist that Harley-Davidson uses that they go by to do your scheduled services, which is your 1,000, your 5,000, your 10,000, so on and so on. As far as aftermarket parts, you could use any aftermarket part you want. So if you put a camshaft in your bike and you upgrade the oil pump and the cam plate, like I'm doing here on the 18 Street Glide, that was in the background in the last video, you won't void your warranty. However, if that oil pump fails, it's not Harley's responsibility. That's the responsibility of the person who installed it and also the manufacturer of that pump. So like this bike is it's an S&S oil pump and cam plate. So if that oil pump fails, it's on myself and S&S to make it right. So just remember, what you do, you can do whatever you want. Now, it could come down to, Harley could say, well, it's the tuner and whoever tuned your bike. That's why I always recommend, if you do anything beyond a stage one, and you're going to get your bike tuned, you can use the cam tune that comes that you can get online to get your bike up and running. And your bike will run fine. However, to cover yourself, make a smaller investment, take it to a authorized Harley dealership and have them dyno tune it. This way, if it ever comes up to an issue that, hi Hannah, Harley can't come back and say, well, it's because of the tune in the bike. Well, you can argue it says, well, Harley-Davidson so-and-so tuned it and their dyno, so it's their tune. So if you really want to really protect yourself, you go with the Harley-Davidson Street Tuner. Now, that tuner is good, but the Harley-Davidson still has to follow the EPA regulations on what they do. So there's small parameters they could adjust. It's limited, but it's not unlimited. Like if you went with the DynoJet Power Vision tuner or the Thunder Max tuner, so on and so on. So those decisions are up to you. So that's what I'm going to talk about on that warranty. Don't be afraid. Don't worry. The EPA, actually the Federal Trade Commission, has got our back on this. At least somebody in the government does. And everything there is going to be taken care of. Now, changes to Harley-Davidson. I have found out from a reliable source, and it's been confirmed that through Harley-Davidson, that the Sportster models, the 883s, the 1200s, and the 48s with the Evo style engine is no more. 2022 is the last year for that. You will not see that model come out in 2023. Also, the Softail Standard, done. Will not see a model for 2023 coming out in the Softail Standard. Also, the Road King Standard, done. You'll get a Road King Special. But I'm going to go out on a limb and says, well, because of that, they're going to come out with the CVO Road King for 2023. I don't know that for sure. That's my gut feeling. So that's always a good thing. The Electric Glide Standard, which is the stripped down street glide, done. Not coming back for 2023. A friend of mine, Justin, has one. He got it the first year it came out. He loves it. It's a great bike. But that is definitely going to be in the way of the Dodo. So, with that being said, that's what I heard so far from Harley Davidson and confirmed with some other people. Now, I've seen some leaked colors coming out. Being the 120th year, there's going to be some goldish colors coming, which I think would be cool. There's some black and orange coming, or another orange. That's going to be awesome. I'm very partial to orange. So, that's what's coming down the line from Harley Davidson. Now, my schedule. I talked about my schedule change. Well, we already know that I'm going to be going to Laconia, Gettysburg, Catskill Mountain Thunder, Milwaukee, Wisconsin for the 120th anniversary party. But also, just added in, thanks to my brother Mike, we're going to be going to Daytona Bike Week in March. That's it. Dr. Harley is going to be in Daytona for Bike Week. You've been forewarned. I will have dates on where and when I'm going to be prior to me going out there. Also, we are doing a meet and greet out there, and I'll definitely let everybody know where and when that meet and greet is going to be. They're not. My wife says it's really surprising they're getting rid of the Sportster. Yes, they are, but they had that new Sportster line with the new Sportster engine. It's a 975 and a 1250. So the Sportster is really not going, but the old style Sportster is gone. This is the new style. We saw it up there in the Cape Cod Harley. I remember I commented, I really like that bike. It's a nice little bike. But little birdie told me in my ear that they're going to be coming out with a new entry-level bike that they use for the Riding Academy, because they don't want to use the 975s because that's a kind of a big bike for Riding Academy for first-time riders. So like the XG 500s, the XG 750s they had, they're definitely going to be, well, I can't say definitely, most likely they'll be coming out with a replacement to that for the Riding Academy. So, that's always good for Harley to get people on their bikes when they're learning how to ride. So when they want to, they can buy a Harley and say, hey, I learned how to ride on that bike. It was simple. I'm going to go buy another Harley. So don't worry about that. The Sportster really isn't gone, but the Evo style motor is gone. The good news is the newer style Sportsters, I believe, are liquid cooled. Don't quote me on that. I really haven't dug into them too much. But I believe they're liquid cooled. So, all that. All right, guys, let's talk about what's behind me here. All right. This 2015 beautiful Street Glide Special. Got some parts back from JRD Restorations on powder coating. Shout out to Johnny. Guy, you do phenomenal work. I love your work. You do great work. Hannah, your parts are actually almost done. I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to put them on. And I will definitely be doing a video on that because that accent color on there is going to be hot. Yep, your Street Glide is awesome. But I'm talking about the 15 tonight. Last week was your bike. This week it's this bike. We did get some parts back from Johnny, like I said. We got the outer primary, the derby cover. We got the exhaust, which was ceramic coated. Now, caution on the ceramic coat. When you get something ceramic coated, when you put it on the bike or you get the parts, let them sit and cure for a few days. What's up, Johnny? You're man. Let them sit for a few days. Johnny, correct me if I'm wrong. You really want the ceramic coat to cure before you put it on. Floorboards are back. The engine guard is back. I got the top upper rocker boxes, the cam cover, the timing cover. It's on the other side of the bike is back. I got the dash. I got the push rod tubes. We'll be getting, Johnny, the rest of the parts, which will be the collars for the push rod tubes, which will be the lower rocker boxes, which will be the front caliper screens. That's going to be done in an accent color. That's going to be a surprise. So that's coming. Let's see. Hannah writes, I can't wait for my bike to be on the show. It will. Sunday, your bike is on the video coming up Sunday. Make sure you watch it. I know I will. It's the beginning of it. There's going to be multiple parts, actually 2 parts to your bike. Didn't do the tear down, but I did do the tear down of the cam plate, oil pump, the installation of the cam plate and oil pump, and the cam, of course. So that's going to be coming out. And your bike, yes, it's going from a stock motor with slip-on mufflers to a complete stage 2 with an intake manifold. That's why I say it's a complete stage 2, not just a stage 2. And all the powder coating with accent powder coating in there. You're going to love it. I know I will. So anybody have any questions or comments you want to talk to me? Right now, this channel is always sponsored by Yankee Harley Davidson and Cape Cod Harley Davidson. Thank you very much to Yankee and Cape Cod. Without you guys, this channel wouldn't be possible. So I'm going to say cheers to Cape Cod and Yankee Harley Davidson. If you guys need a bike or you need parts or service or motor clothes, go see Yankee Harley Davidson on Route 6 in Bristol. Or if you're out on Cape Cod, go out to Cape Cod Harley Davidson. They're really easy to find and get to. I've been there twice. I love it out there. Hi to Mike. He can't figure out the chat. He's probably on his phone. Yep. So on his phone, you'll see where it says comments or chats or something. You can put, click that and go on into it from there. So anybody got any questions? Pop on in, ask me some questions. We'll talk about anything. It's more than just shop talk. Last week we talked about Boston College sports. We talked about the Army. When I was serving in the Army, there was a guy in here. He was in Afghanistan the same time I was, almost in the same places. So, we'll see how it goes. Last week we went for an hour and almost 45 minutes. I had a great time on that video. Tonight, I'm hoping to have a good time here too. So, I got my Bud Light. I got my Jaeger cold brew. I'm not working on bikes, so I'm having a little siesta. A fiesta siesta. Why not? So, yeah, guys, I'm looking forward to going down to Daytona Bike Week, actual bike week in March. It's been 12 years since I've been down there for that. I was in Biketoberfest in Florida back in 2019. So I've already reached out to some of my friends that live down there. They're looking forward to seeing me. It's actually going to be my birthday when I'm down there. I'm going to try and do something for my birthday. Mike says he wants to get my bike washed. I can imagine, hopefully it's a bikini wash at the maximum. Minimum clothing, fine. I can look, but don't touch. All right. Anybody got any questions they want to ask Dr. Harley about your bike or about anything? I mean, this is your chat, your time to shine. Get on in here. I'm reading the comments on the right. I tried to set up my GoPro as a webcam earlier. It didn't work like I wanted it to. Actually, it didn't work at all. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research on using the GoPro as a webcam other than the camera on my Surface. Let's see. Anybody else got anything? That was good. Now I'm going to do a shot. So this is not sponsored by Jaeger. If they want to sponsor this channel or video, hey, Jägermeister, reach out to me. Or Bud Light, you want to sponsor this and, reach out to me. But with that, I'm going to say, guys, do not drink and drive. Do not drink and ride. Do not drink and wrench. And if you do drink, drink responsible. Do the right thing. Take care of yourself and your community out there. Oh, the wife says we're Jack Daniels. That's it. There you go. Hey, to my viewers, to our subscribers, to everybody here, salute. All right. Oh, which reminds me, subscribers, we're getting closer to the next giveaway, everybody. Yep, the next giveaway. It's a free giveaway, which is the sunglasses I got from Inferno USA. That's right. We'll be giving those away when we hit 500 subscribers. We're at 481. I am floored that this channel is doing so well. I am excited this channel is doing so well. And guys, I hope you get in here when I announce it and what we're raffling off, or actually raffling off the sunglasses. Hopefully everybody enters. That's a subscriber. That is one requirement. The rest of the requirements and rules will come out in that video. So make sure you look out for that video when we hit 500 subscribers. It doesn't cost you anything other than a little bit of time to type in I'm in, or whatever that is. Be a subscriber to the channel and watch the video. So that's coming up soon, man. 481. That's 19 subscribers away. I'm hoping within the next 2 weeks before Christmas, I'll be sending out a pair of sunglasses, or before the new year. That's what I'm hoping, as long as we hit that 500 subscriber mark. So we're getting really close. Now, I did pay for those sunglasses out of my own pocket. They were not given to me. They were given to me at a good price. Thank you to Inferno USA. You guys are awesome. I love you. Can't wait to see you when we're down in Daytona. I'll probably be buying a set of those sunglasses for myself. Also, Sanity Jewelry, they sponsored my Ocean City Bike Fest video by giving me that knife to give away. So I can't wait to see them. But if you want to do some Christmas shopping, sanityjewelry.com is their website. They have all sorts of biker jewelry. They have watches, they have rings, they have necklaces, they have bracelets. They have some of the best Damascus knives that I've seen. They're 512 layers of handcrafted Damascus here in the United States, not in Pakistan or China, where most Damascus knives are made that are sold in mass quantity. So head out to Sanity Jewelry, go to the website. Let them know Dr. Harley sent you. Mark, the owner, is a really good friend of mine. I actually have his number saved on my phone. I'll reach out to him before I head down to give him a heads up or a warning. Hey, I'm coming down. Look out. Definitely going to go down there and hook up with him. We're definitely going to hook up with Amsoil Adam, another YouTuber. I'm going to try and connect with Professional Monkey. He's another YouTuber. He's a great dude. He's got a huge following. He's over 75,000, 76,000 subscribers. Guy is funny. He's entertaining. I watch all his videos. I enjoy his videos. I watch all of mine too, but I enjoy his and I watch all of his. Same thing with Meg from Meg's Motorcycle Journey. You guys seen her on my channel in the past. She's a sweetheart. I met her once down in Ocean City. I'm sorry, at Gettysburg. And then I saw her again in Ocean City and introduced my wife to her. Meg and cameraman, aka Mike. Great people, good people to hang out with, good people to see. They're actually either in or on the way back from Costa Rica. They did a motorcycle ride in Costa Rica, which I think is awesome. I'm so jealous. They want to know what to bring. I said, bring your own doctor. I'll volunteer my services. She didn't take me up on it. She laughed. I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to go. I wouldn't want to bring me to Costa Rica anyways. All I'd want to do is sit there and drink rum and, sit on the beach. No, I'd probably ride motorcycles. Who am I kidding? And drink rum and sit on the beach. But, so, all right, guys, let me know, man. Right down here in the corner. Let me know what you want to talk about. This is your time. It's my time. It's your time. Mr. Hand would understand. Now, if you're as old as me, you remember Mr. Hand from I forget the name of the movie. Oh, my God. With Spicoli. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Well, Mr. Hand, I figured if this is your time and we're here and it's my time, wouldn't it be our time when Spicoli ordered the pizza? Great movie. I know. I'm corny. I reference a lot of movies. I'm a guy. I can't help it. You tell me. All right. Let's have some fun. Let's find out where everybody is from that's on here watching this. Put it in the chat. I'm in Ansonia, Connecticut. I'll start it off. Where's everybody from? I'd like to find out. Tell me where you're from. Let everybody else know where you're from. Oh, yeah, cloud heaven in here. It's like having a fog machine on Halloween. Philadelphia, PA. Steve, good to see you again, buddy. You were here last 2 weeks ago. Good to see you. Welcome back, man, to the live. Good to have you. I've been trying to figure out how I can invite other people in and split the screen where their camera with their desktop and my camera and desktop are side by side, because I'd like to invite some people in for open discussion, whether it's other YouTubers or other members of this channel, which I think would be pretty cool, is to get people involved like that, to get them in here, get them on the discussion. You guys let me know. What do you think? Yep, Johnny, I know you're from Derby. Oh, Manhattan. Okay, Hannah. I know better. But are you really in Manhattan right now? If you are you checking out the window displays over at Macy's and all the other stores? I know I'm going to be doing that here soon, heading into it. Yeah, we know Michael's from Waterbury. Awesome. Mel, I know my wife's here in Ansonia. She's in the house. I'm in the garage. You know where I'm from. Yeah, you're from hell. I know, honey. I know. You're going to kick my butt when I get inside. I don't blame you. I would kick mine too. Oh, man. So I've been enjoying this extended riding season. How about everybody else? Have you enjoyed this extended riding season? I know I have. The season's not over yet. I don't put my bike away until the chemical hits the ground. And I don't say the sand because I put the chemical down first. And the reason being is that chemical is very, very corrosive and it will destroy your aluminum. And that's something, if you want to preserve your motorcycle and get the best life out of it. Hey, D. Hi, D's here. DBX. Until the salt hits the road. Yeah, Hannah, you're right. But to me, it's the chemical. Because like I was saying, that chemical will destroy your bike. And you know what? It's not worth it to me. I really don't like that chemical. Yeah, it would have been great if it didn't rain today. If it didn't rain, I'd definitely be on it. The powder girl. Oh, yes. D, the powder girl. She is the true brains. Johnny, I know you won't fight me on this. She is the true brains and talent behind all the powder coating that we do. Yes. You know, I'm telling you guys, if you ever need anything powder coated, please do not hesitate to contact JRD Restorations in Derby, Connecticut. I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to show you this front wheel that they did. Look at that spoke wheel. That was chrome. You know, I pulled the wheel bearings out. I took the rotors off of it. I stripped the tire off. I stripped the valve stem out, and I sent it to Johnny and D, and they did their magic. They sandblasted it. They powder coated it. They tape off the areas that don't need powder coat, or you don't want powder coated, like where the wheel bearings live and where the rotors live, because you want those mating surfaces flat and smooth and without adding more thickness to it. So they did a great job. Let's see. Steve says, I rode all year. Salt hasn't destroyed it yet. Yeah. The salt really won't do that much harm. It's that pre-treat chemical, Steve, that they put down on the road. Looks like stripes in the road. I don't know if they do that down in Philadelphia, but I know they do it here in Connecticut, and it really is nasty. A friend of mine took his 19 CVO out and on that crap, and it really caused a havoc on all his aluminum parts, his brake lines, the fittings where they're at the calipers, on the engine, the transmission, all the aluminum parts. It really, really wreaked havoc on it. So you let me know, if they do that down there or not, Steve. They just use the salt and sand. Here in Connecticut, like I said, they use that pre-treat, which is good and bad, because it's good because it keeps the ice down, so you don't have black ice that much, especially over the bridges. But the bad side is, it's tough on the cars and the motorcycles. Yep, they use it there too. Down in Philly, I figured as much. How's the cheesesteaks down there? I would think it was Geno's. I went to Geno's there in Philly for cheesesteak when I was down there. Wasn't that impressed. I had a cheesesteak the other day from Jersey Mike's. It was good. I enjoyed it. All right, guys. Anybody got any questions, any comments they want to say? Let me know. This is your time. Yeah, back to JRD Restorations and the powder coating that they do. I'm going to talk a lot about them. Give you guys an idea. I'm going to grab a rocker box over here. Hannah, don't get excited. This is for the bike behind me, not yours. But this was a chrome rocker box. You can look at it. The finish on this, that's my fingerprints all over it, is phenomenal. They do a nice job taping off, like I said, where you don't want powder coat. Especially in the gasket areas, it's smooth, it's clean. They do a really nice job. Where's the purple? It's drying. It's curing. I got to go pick it up when they tell me it's ready, Hannah. Trust me. Keep this up. I won't show you your bike until you pick it up. No, I'm only teasing. But just to give you an idea, the powder coating that they do, it really is top notch. I don't believe in recommending anybody or any product unless I believe in it. And I've been using Johnny. I don't know, Johnny, how many? About 4 or 5 years now? 4 or 5 years, I think we've been working together doing powder coating, whether it's on my bikes or other people's bikes. But even Mel saying, I can't wait to see the filter. It's going to come out really nice. I can't wait to see this bike done, because this is also getting an accent color. About 5 years. Yeah, it's been about 5 years. I've been using JRD, and I can tell you, I've never had issues with fish eyes in the powder coat. I've never had issues with the powder coat flaking off or chipping off. It is done and done right. It's done correctly. I did a video of a shop tour of JRD restorations. Um, telling you, there's nothing they can't handle. There's nothing they can't do. I've seen them in there doing calipers, uh, wheels for cars, brake calipers, brake wheels for cars. I've seen patio furniture. They've done historical signs for Derby, for the David Humphreys house, and for the, I guess, the trail, the path that they put in. Yeah, I mean, guys, I'm telling you, I don't promote anybody unless I believe in them and I believe in their product. I love their product. I love the work that they do. It's phenomenal. One of the best, if not the best, powder coaters in Connecticut. I won't lie to you. One time I tried somebody else because I needed a quick turnaround, and yeah, no, the part came back. It was all warped and everything. I had to go buy a new part and bring it over to JRD. They said they could do it cheaper and faster. I says, all right, we'll give you a shot. Yeah, it was cheaper, but definitely wasn't faster. It got back to me faster, but the part left out of here in good shape. It came back warped. I think they overheated it when they were baking it, and the aluminum deformed. And I was not going to put that on somebody's bike. I went out of my own pocket because they came in here with a good part, just need to be powder coated. Yep. Sorry, D and Johnny. I did that once. I learned my lesson. I had to buy a new part, and then I brought it to you guys, and you guys powder coated it for me. So, telling you, if anybody wants to get any powder coating done, reach out to JRD Restorations. The website is jrdrestorations.com. They're top notch, the best of what they do, the best I've ever seen. So, guys, always JRD Restorations for all your powder coating needs. And they got colors like no tomorrow, man. You could match up any color to anything. On my 19 Street Glide, the special, it had the orange scripting from Harley. I went there and we went, D and I must have spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours going through all of the metallic orange samples that they had to match it. And we ended up coming up with one that matched. It looked really, really good. Hannah's asking a question. What is powder coating versus painting? Is it the same? They matched my purple. Yes, Hannah, they matched your purple. You actually have 3 different shades of purple. Johnny and I went through all the purple. It was metallic purple. We went with the most dominant shade of purple, and we matched that. Really, really close. I can't wait to see it, especially up against your bike. It's going to look phenomenal. Yeah, okay. D, here you go. She answered Hannah's question. What's the difference? Well, painting is it's sprayed and it's a liquid, and then it has to dry and then get cut and buffed and polished and all that. With powder coating, there's a negative charge to the part, a positive charge to the powder, and it sprays as a powder, and it gets electrically bound to the part, the powder to the part. Then from there, it goes into an oven and bakes it at 400 degrees. And that's when that powder will actually turn into a hard surface like you saw on that rocker box, the top rocker box cover. And, then there's a cure time to it and everything. And then that's how you get that nice luster feel. Another benefit of powder coating over paint is paint will chip. really easy. Powder coating takes a lot to make it chip. A lot. It's really, really hard to chip powder coat because it's baked on, it's electrically charged and bound to the part from a negative, going from a negative charge to positive charge. When they meet, they bind to each other, they're baked, cured, and it's set. And once you're done, you're done. To strip paint, all you need is paint stripper. You can just sand it off. With powder coating, it's actually a chemical dip to remove the powder coating. Yes, you could use a die grinder and a scuff pry and all that, but you take a chance of ruining the part. So that's the difference between paint and powder coat. Paint always looks good. Powder coat always looks good. You want to use the right application on the right part. So, you don't want to powder coat plastics. That you get paint. I wouldn't want to powder coat a used fuel tank because of the fumes. So if someone were to pull up next to my bike, they say scratch the bag, it wouldn't leave a mark. It's really hard to scratch powder coat. It really is, Hannah. To be honest with you, it's so hard. You get scuff marks on it, but you can just polish them right out. Scratch on the paint is so much easier than scratching powder coat. If you want, I could try and scratch any of this, but I don't want to. But I could scratch a part that you're not going to see, like the bottom side, the inside. This is a dash. This is the inside, what people don't see, and this is a nice screwdriver flathead, and it leaves small marks, but I could buff that right out and it'd be fine. So there's the difference between powder coat and paint. Now, if I did that on paint, forget about it. It'd be chipped and popping off, and now we're repainting the part. Oh, my wife says cool. So, that's something you guys really, really don't want to skip out on. Yeah, you could get the plastic dip and spray the parts in the plastic dip. It'll last a year or two, then you got to redo it, and it looks okay. Oh, I'm glad it makes sense to you. The plastic dip, it looks okay for about a year or two, and then it starts to deteriorate and fall off, and then you re-plastic dipping, and they sell it in a rattle can. I've seen a bike that was done with that because they didn't have the pay for powder coating, but they spent the money on the plastic dip rattle can from like AutoZone or something like that, and it looked okay once it dried, but a week later it looked horrible. It was chipping, it was peeling, it was doing all sorts of stuff. That's so you can change your color on your wheels, you spray it on, and then peel it off. If you're 16 to 25 years old and you want to do that in your car, that's fine. But if you have a, $18,000+ motorcycle, you really want to cheap out with plastic dip or anything like that. Now, I do use a rattle can, don't get me wrong. I use it on the hardware, like on the Derby cover. For the rest of the hardware, I have these caps that I put on. It's a kit that comes from Zero 3D. I can show you that kit. Give me a second. Oh, time for another shot, I think. If you guys aren't familiar with Zero 3D, they have some of the nicest parts available. But to me, this is one of my favorite products that they sell. This is a bolt kit for a Milwaukee 8. Now, what's so great about it? I can tell you. I'll pull one out. They're a diamond cut finish. on the plastic cap. And what do you do with them? You put them literally right over the bolt, and they stay there. And when you need to, you can just pop them off, remove the bolts, and then reuse them, put them back on. It's that simple. It's one of my favorite products that Ciro makes. They make a lot of other products. You've seen the cup holder video. That was another product from Ciro. That's another one of my favorite products they make. All right, talking about favorite products. I saw a video today from Tab Performance. Everybody knows Tab for their exhaust, for their mufflers with the zombie baffles. You've seen the Z-rings with torque cones that I installed. I saw them in Ocean City, and the product that they put out today on the video was a set of handlebars, 14 and 16-inch handlebars and 12s. I wish I grabbed some video of that because they're just getting into the handlebar market. Jeremy, who I interviewed, is one of the fabricators for the handlebars. Great dude. And I'm thinking of changing out my handlebars to the Tab Performance handlebars. I want to see them. I want to try them. I mean, the way Jeremy explained things to me, then, I really want to try them out. I'm going to probably reach out to Tab after the holidays and see if I could do anything with them, or if not, buy a set of handlebars and go from there. Hannah asks, are spokes better wheels or just preference? Well, that's a good question, Hannah. Now, if you're talking spokes like that's on this Mammoth wheel, they're fat spokes. It's a very nice looking wheel. They're not as much maintenance as the thinner spoked wheels, where you always have to try and true them, and because it's a stamped steel ring with steel spokes, and then you got to true them and make sure your spokes are tight every 7,500 to 10,000 miles. It's a lot of maintenance. A wheel like this is as much maintenance as your cast aluminum wheel. Now, the spoke wheels that are on my CVO, those got quite a bit of maintenance in them as far as making sure the spokes are tight all the time. So, wood spoke wheels, I think that looks better because it's an old school kind of thing. But they're a lot more maintenance. At first, I didn't like the wheels on the bike. That was my biggest thing I didn't like about this bike, but they grew on me, and I actually love them now. So, yeah, they're more maintenance. The Mammoth wheels, they're not. But it's a personal preference. I mean, I like the stock Enforcer wheels that came on your bike. I think those are a good-looking wheel. Harley produced those for years. They're common because Harley produced them for years on all the street glides and road glides, and it's just one of the things. So yeah, it is basically comes down to preference. What do you like? I know on my chopper that I had, my orange chopper, I had a 21-inch spoke wheel on there, and I did end up changing that spoke wheel to a 21-inch performance machine wheel. I'm sorry, RC Components wheel. Because it was I made it a custom chopper. I put custom fenders on it, custom tank, custom paint. I put a custom open primary on it. I did the motor over. I literally built the snots out of that motor. That Eva was making more horsepower and torque than my Lowrider S. My Lowrider S compared to that bike is a slug. My old Evo is making about 15 more foot-pounds of torque and about 20 more horses. And I was out of it. 80 cubic inch, built to 85 cubic inch, of course, with headwork, custom headwork that I did with camshaft that S&S said that won't fit in your bike, but I made it fit by carving out the engine casing and clearing the rocker boxes. It was a long, drawn-out process to build that motor, but when I did, Ooh, she ran hard and ran fast. You know, you couldn't keep up with her. Um, you know, but it's personal preference on what you're looking to do and how you want your project to come out. Your bike is heading in such a beautiful direction, Hannah, that I love it. I think this bike is going to not only perform extremely well with the performance parts that we're putting into there, but I also believe it's even going to look phenomenal. Some people build bikes that look good and don't go nowhere. Or you got the guys that build the motor, make it go fast, and it looks okay. You're right there with a bike that's going to look good and go good. And I said it once, I'll say it again. Mike, I think she's going to blow your doors off. Let's see. It's going to be prettier than Mike's. Yeah, that's for sure. He's got. Of course, I admire it. I look at it. I mean, that purple smoke that you have on that thing is just hot. I'm man enough to say it, man. I like the purple on there. The purple on that. Oh yeah, and your purple LED lights that we got to put on there too. Ooh, that thing's gonna look nice. I'm excited. I can't wait to see the bike done. As much as I am enjoy doing your build for you, and thank you for including me into your project, because I'm getting a lot of good content out of it. But I actually enjoy doing stuff like this and stuff like this because, I had a start point, and then now I have a finished product that when it's done, it is a vision that I had that I worked out with the owner of the bike that, hey, where do you want to go with this? At first, he wanted to black everything out. And we were talking and found out what he's into and what he did and everything. And so I says, hey, why don't we incorporate a accent color? Why don't we give it a theme with color and powder coat? And he's all into it. He's like, absolutely. So one of the things I still got to do is take these tank badges off the tank because he's got some Barn Shield tank badges coming. I'm not telling you the color because that's a big reveal that's going to come out on part 3 of this bike when I film it. I actually no, that actually be part 4 because I have part 3. Just got done putting that video together. I got to come up with a thumbnail and then post that up for a week from this Sunday. And then Hannah, your bike post will be up a week after after that. Sunday, the first part of your bike will be there. And then the last part will come out a week after this one. So it's rolling along. Before the New Year's, your video will be out on your bike. It's going to look phenomenal. Looks better. He may have to look at it. 131 stage 4. Well, that's funny because you know what? He can't do 131 stage 4 on his bike. That's for the Milwaukee 8s. He's got a twin cam. He could do a 128 for, but he can't do a 131. Not from Harley, anyways. The 131 from Harley is the Milwaukee 8. The biggest you could go on a twin cam right now, I believe, is from Harley a 128. Kevin Baxter, I would defer this question to him from Baxter's Garage. He's a great dude, a phenomenal engine builder. I don't take anything away from anybody. I give props where props belong. Kevin Baxter, Baxter's Garage, aka Skunk Works, out of Georgia. Guy is a phenomenal engine builder. I watch a lot of his videos too, and he goes into depth about something. He goes into depth about selecting camshafts and stuff like that into a science I have no idea. He is great at what he does. And that's why he's got, Baxter's Garage, you know, and the Skunk Work motors and all that. He gets to the point where he's got custom sized lifters. He will mic out the lifter bore and then match a lifter to that bore. And, when you guys had anal, and that's, if I was ever to have another motor built, I would send my motor down to Kevin Baxter because what he does is phenomenal. Now he says maybe a 2023 CVO. Okay. Okay. Let's see. When you look at that sticker price, we'll see how okay you are with that. Also, Hannah, you're going to be okay with that. That's going to be kind of curious to see what motor they're going to put in the CVOs this year, because they're putting the 117s in just about everything. The STs have the 117s. The lowrider STs have the 117. California Dreaming. Yeah. I'm kind of curious to see if Harley puts the 131 in their CVOs this year. I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't, because for 3 years they've been putting the 117 in the CVOs. They had it in the from 2019 CVO, 2020, 2021, and 2022. So I doubt they'll run the 2023 CVOs with the 117. I really, really doubt it. It'd be interesting to see. Yeah, we all want to see the CVO colors this year. They haven't announced them yet either, Mel. But they did announce some of the other colors, like the gold is going to, it's only a color swatch on a screen. The oranges, color combinations, orange and blacks, and whites and teals and things like that. So I'm kind of curious to see what the final color palette is with the final, what models are getting what colors. To me, for the 2022 line, the best colors, of course, I'm going to say is the Envious Green Fade, because I have it on my CVO. That is a phenomenal color combination. They did a great job with that. The Lowrider ST El Diablo, that was a phenomenal paint job. The orange and the yellow CVOs were great. That was a great color. The steel blue was another great color Harley came out with. They had that blue and black that was really, really nice. Black with the amber whiskey wash would be nice. I think they have a black and orange this year for 2023, but it's not the amber whiskey. Harley has said, other than Vivid Black, they will not repeat the same color in another year, or the same shade with the same name. So, like you got the Barracuda silver, the other silvers, another silver, and that silver. And then, Vivid Black is Vivid Black. But you have the Sunglow yellow. Then you have so many different shades of yellow. You stole her phone? Is it, Micah, you stole Hannah's phone? That's funny. Oh, yeah, that would be nice. I really, really can't wait to see the 2023s. I know Harley used to do the model launch for dealers every year when they have a new model launch, but they stopped doing that because of COVID. And since the beginning of COVID, they've been doing it online. So 2020 was the first year they actually had an online reveal of the 2023 of the new line. They're definitely doing it again for the 2023. So it will be kind of interesting to see, all the new stuff Harley's coming out with. I mean, the model launch year, I can't wait. I'm going to contact them and see if I could share that video on this channel. If not, then I'm going to probably do screenshots of what my favorite colors and models that are coming out, what I think, one way or another. I'm going to be doing my own review of the 2023s. I'm also going to go to the dealer once they get the 2023s. I'm going to go up there in person like I did for the 2022s. But I won't have that old shaky camera. I actually have my GoPros with me with the image stabilization, so we'll be good. So, it is what it is. So, I mean, anybody got any questions or comments, let me know. I mean, this is your time. We've been at this for 55 minutes. Let's go. Give me some questions. Gotta have more than hand to ask questions out here. I want to hear questions from everybody else. We got 6 people, but now we're down to 6. The other 2 left. I guess I had to go. Let me know, guys. I think 2 weeks ago, I think we had hit a high of 15 people that were on. Oh, now we're back up to 7. Hey, welcome. Let us know where you're from if you just joined us. And yeah, if you guys just joined us and now 9, outstanding. If you guys just joined us, hey, let me know where you're from, number 1. Number 2, if you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe. Don't forget to share my videos. You feel free to share them away. You don't need my permission or anything. If you want to share my video on your social media or whatever, go right ahead. I won't mind, not one bit. I think it actually helps me out. But if you find something that you like, you're like, hey, I want my friends to see this, or I want to share this, like the rallies or something in the shop that I do, feel free. Share it away. Put it up on your social medias. I don't care if it's Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or Tinder or WhatsApp or WhatsApp, whatever apps it is. I'm not up on all the crazy apps that are out there, just the big ones. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter, and of course YouTube. Those are the 4 channels that I'm on, and that's enough. I can't do a whole lot of them all the time, but hey, it is what it is. Anybody else got anything you want to talk about tonight? Anybody else here going to Daytona Bike Week besides Mike and myself? Mike and I are going together. Tinder? I think that's a dating app. I don't know. I'm married. I've never been on that app. I'm a happily married man. So, my bike's not married. Who knows? Might want to meet a nice, cute little street glide. Never know. Or a sport glide. Who knows? But anybody else planning on going to Daytona? I know Mike and I will be down there. Anybody else plan on going down? Let me know. If not, is anybody planning on doing any rallies this year? I'm going to be doing a total of 5 rallies this year. If you want to come out and meet me and do a meet and greet, absolutely. I'll be doing a meet and greet, be getting that information out there. I will be giving stuff away at those meet and greets. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but be giving some stuff out. The Jack Daniels is kicking in. Yeah, I'm sure. Hey, that reminds me, it's shot time. LMFAO says shots. All right, 1 ounce plus. Cheers, everybody. Grab a cerveza, man. Let's all do shots. Oh, now we're down to 6 people. We're up to 9. Now we're down to 6. I guess they don't want to do shots. Oh, well. I appreciate everybody coming in and out and hanging out with me. I mean, giving up your time. I appreciate it. I really appreciate everybody who subscribes to my channel. I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for you guys. So, yeah, heading to Laconia and Gettysburg. Also, application. Not yet. Exactly. I'll be there too. We'll be heading to Laconia, Gettysburg, and the Catskill Mountain Thunder up there in the Catskills. I'm looking forward to that. So that's the only rally I'm going to this year that I've never been to. I went to Gettysburg last year for the first time. I went to Ocean City last year for the first time, but I'm not going this year because it's the same time as the Catskill Mountain Thunder, and I was asked to come out there, and I told them absolutely, and it was the same exact time as Ocean City, and I already had my commitments in Ocean City. So this year I'm not going to Ocean City, but I'll be at Catskill Mountain Thunder. Definitely going to be at Laconia. It's the 100th anniversary. Not sure if it's going to be my last year or not going to Laconia. I was really, really disappointed in it this past year with the amount of people that are there. Yeah, some of those chicks, yeah, they got to eat too, but I'll definitely get there either before lunch or well after lunch. And I also want to make sure that I get there before they start drinking. I've seen videos in horror movies that these girls are washing bikes and trying to be sexy on them and they fall over. My wife finds out, she'll fly down there and beat them up, knock her bike over. But yeah, I'm looking forward to all the rallies. Traffic in Ocean City was terrible. Really? When I was in Ocean City for the bike week, the traffic wasn't bad at all. One washed Mike's bike while eating fried chicken. Ugh. Good night, D. Take care. You have a good night. Rest up, and we'll be seeing you because Hannah's part's done for tomorrow. You got it live here, Hannah. Your parts will be done tomorrow. Yeah, Laconia traffic is horrible. Traffic in Ocean City wasn't bad at all. I was able to get in and out of everywhere I wanted to go, park wherever I wanted to park. I parked right over there by the vendor area. Never sat in traffic other than lunch. So, the worst place for traffic for me is Laconia, bad with traffic. Daytona, horrible with traffic. Myrtle Beach, horrible with traffic. But the way we go in and out of Myrtle Beach, we have friends that actually live there. They're local. They know the ins and outs and all the back roads to take. So you're not sitting in the traffic on what is that? The 515? I think it is. I forget the route number. But yeah. Good night, Hannah. Enjoy the puppies. Have fun. Take them out. So yeah, I mean, Gettysburg, I had no traffic at all. I was actually impressed with the lack of traffic in Gettysburg, but there were a lot of bikers there, which was phenomenal. Good night, D. Good night, Hannah. Yeah, I mean, that's one of my biggest complaints about Laconia is the traffic. Same thing in Daytona, the traffic, especially the way they marshal you in and out of Destination Daytona. They had that one lane closed down. Definitely plan on seeing a couple of my friends that live there in Ormond Beach. Rob Alex and his parents are living down there, and they're great people. I love them to death. Definitely be seeing them while I'm down there. Definitely going to be seeing my buddy Pee Wee if he's available. All right, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. No. Steve, what about them Eagles? How they doing? Yeah, I wonder if I hear that song too. Button boobies. That was funny. That's a funny story. My wife wants to know if we're going to hear that funny song again. We were actually in line, sitting in traffic to get into Destination Daytona. And here's a big wheel bagger with an amazing stereo. I think it's the kind of stereo that could put any sound system in any concert facility to shame. It was playing, it said butts and boobies and butts and boobies. And I'm cleaning up the lyrics. But it was hilarious. I laughed. My wife laughed. It was funny because it's something I didn't expect to hear. It just happened. Oh, you don't watch sports, Steve? Well, you just let you know, Philadelphia Eagles are number one in their division. Yep, followed by Dallas, then the New York Giants, followed by the Washington Commanders. Just want to let you know. But you're not a sports fan. Um, that's too bad. I love sports. I love football. It's one of my favorite things to do on Sunday if I'm not working in here or, if I'm not out riding. Wintertime, it's football for me, man. Love to watch the game, sit down, eat some chicken wings, and drink some beers, and watch the game, have a good time. How about anybody else, man? Anything else anybody wants to talk about tonight? Steve, you got anything you want to share with us? What's happening down in Philly? Anything exciting or not? I'm just going to vape and drink beer here. Cheers. Oh, how you guys like the lights? Those are cool, aren't they? My wife says a bee needs to go up in there. I don't think so. I like them without the bee because that'd be one big ass bee. I don't want that stinging me. All right. So let's reiterate, what everybody's plans are for this coming riding season. Have you thought that far in advance? I'm going to let you know now. If you want to go to the 120th anniversary party in Milwaukee, get your hotel now, man, because they're getting scarce. There's not a lot of hotels left. They are booking up fast. Probably on the outside of Milwaukee. I'm staying right in Milwaukee. I'm staying right at the Blackthorn Resort for Catskill Mountain Thunder. That's going to be a good time. I'm going there for 3 nights, 4 days. Same thing with Milwaukee, 3 nights, 4 days. I'm going to be at Daytona the first weekend through the whole bike week, and probably heading back on the last weekend on Saturday. Just hitting the road, coming back. So that's going to be a nice long trip. I don't know, man. 9 days of motorcycles and bikers and rally. Life sucks. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. All right, guys. We're down to 2 people. I think I'm going to say good night. Thank you for coming to Shop Talk with Dr. Harley. And as always, live the best life you can, ride hard, and ride often.